David Goldstein in our studio this morning. We're talking about all the ways he can help you with maybe some things that you already have, some things that you've discovered as you're cleaning out the garage and you're going, hey, I wonder what this is and I wonder how much it's worth.
And it happens.
It's all the time.
All
you
the
bring
time.
us some amazing finds. Okay, first of all, we got to talk about it. I know Greg from Arizona Lottery already gave it away, but
gave it away.
This 20-carat diamond ring. Did somebody bring that into you and,
yes.
and you purchased, or is it on a
yes.
loan? Okay.
No, that was we would never take anybody's loan product here ever, because that is kept in a safe and sealed and never touched or shown again. These are pieces that we purchased from individuals, and you see that 20 carat is a fabulous old cushion. We've got a 7.5 carat emerald cut next to that. That was also, you can kind of take a look at that. But you know, what really I like to talk about is,
you know, I had this 20 carat diamond ring that I just didn't want to wear anymore. I should have brought it to you.
You see? You see how it can be? No, honestly, folks, I mean, and I mean this so sincerely, friends, that I really love what I do. I'm very passionate about what I do.
I will give you that, my friend.
I do. I love to tell the story. I love the history of something. So what I try to do is try to get you to think a little deeper and say, what might you have that's been sitting, that you inherited, that you acquired, that's been sitting and you haven't worn it for years? So many of us have stuff.
Well, let's talk about brooches, because who knew that right here, Jason, these are some brooches here. Who knew that those are making a comeback?
In a big way.
Right?
And turquoise, Persian turquoise, and you see a lot of these turquoise corals, these aggregate stones are really coming back in a big way. I'm getting a lot of people asking for brooches, but this is a really interesting one. Look at this just gold chain.
It looks like knots.
It looks like knots.
Like rope and knots.
And it's interesting. They brought this and they got an offer of $4,800 somewhere. And then I looked at it, they brought it to me, and I'm not going to say where they got an offer, and I offered $15,000 for it.
What?
The difference is,
You're
I knew.
kidding.
No,
Wow.
and that is what I try to do.
Gosh.
This is signed Verdura.
Okay, so because you know your stuff, that's why. But
absolutely.
I have to know, what did they say when you made that offer?
First, her face lit up. She said, you know, my mother had left me this, and I said, this is not just a gold chain. This is not just a gold necklace. This is done by Verdura in the late 1960s and is probably more in style today than it was 50 years ago. That's the amazing thing, that this look.
And not everybody knows that, but because you're passionate about it, you've been doing this for so long, those are the little things that's what makes you an expert.
I live for that. I say to people on a regular basis, I can't always be the bearer of good news, but I promise you one thing. I will be the bearer of the truth, and nothing turns me on more than to tell you a surprise about that it's Verdura or Jean Mahi or a designer brand. So right now there's a little bit of a rage and a big comeback, so if there's something that you've always had that you wondered, what might that be worth? I really, really, really would invite you to come into Biltmore and let us tell you.
I want you to tell me real quickly about this lighter.
1920s sterling silver Dunhill with the original box.
Okay, so seriously, you go in, look at Grandma's safe deposit box, and that's in there, and you go, it's a lighter. This is exactly what David's talking about.
And I think that lighter will bring between $400 to $600.
That is crazy.
As a collector piece.
All right, so here's the good news. You can bring in any of the items that you want to know. Hey, what are they worth to David? And you know what? He's going to tell you. It is free evaluations. You can also take a photo and a description of the item. You can email it to info@biltmoreloan.com. Scottsdale location 480-991 loan, that's 5626, and Chandler 480-705 loan, that's also 5626. You can learn more about Biltmore Loan at biltmoreloan.com, or if you want to buy some of the items that you've seen or see what else he has for sale, just visit biltmorelux.com.